So, I get these SMR magazines. I don't really know why they call them SMR. They're from PSA. I don't know why they don't call them the PSA magazine. But I like to flip through them, see if they're going to give me any coupons or whatever, like magazines used to. And so far, out of like the four of them, none of them have. But, when I see the Pokemon cards, that catches my eye. And the reason why this one caught my eye, not just because it was Rayquaza, it was a gold star. Well, I mean, that's why it immediately caught my eye. But then I started to read it, and I was interested to see what sort of ability such a special card would have. What's interesting to me is that the card's HP isn't too OP, especially, I think it was pretty much after 2005 that the cards, everything became pretty OP about them. But what's interesting, usually about specialty cards like this, some of their attacks tend to have special conditions. Now, this isn't totally rare. I did an episode where I mentioned some OP cards that were pretty underrated, like Sabrina's Kadabra is technically better than Sabrina's Alakazam because Sabrina's Kadabra can technically one-hit any Pokemon, even in the 2020 series. So even if Pokemon has 1,000 health, the Sabrina's Kadabra can technically one-hit them if conditions are met. Reason why is because his attack life drain, if you get the coin flip, automatically makes the opponent's HP 10 HP, no matter what it is. That's just straight what it says. The opponent's HP becomes 10. And if you have that with a Power Plus Trainer card, you automatically destroy the opponent's Pokemon because Power Plus does 10 damage. And you can play a trainer behind an attack. So, that being said, I was reading this Rayquaza because this Rayquaza is a special, or Rayquaza is a special card. And I was wondering if he had anything special. So Spiral Rush itself isn't super special. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 30 damage times the number of heads. And that can be pretty OP. You can be really good at flipping a coin, and you can just straight crush somebody. You get especially back in this day, 2005, 3 coin flips, you've pretty much won that battle. 4 coin flips, you've pretty much 100% won that battle. But the other attack right here, Holy Star, reads very interesting to me. Let me see what y'all think. So Holy Star says discard all energy cards attached to Rayquaza Star. This attack does 100 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon EX. Don't apply weakness and resistance for benched Pokemon. Now, if you read it just one go, it doesn't seem super interesting. And plus, it's pretty hard to execute. It's 2 fires and 2 electrics energies. But read it again. It says this attack does 100 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon EX. So I guess the Pokemon, the condition is it's only going to do damage to the Pokemon that are EX type, but if your opponent has an entire deck of Pokemon EX type, which is a possibility, you do 100 damage to all of them. Read it again one more time though. It doesn't say to any active and benched Pokemon. It says to all Pokemon. So pretty much under the condition, that means even the Pokemon that are still in the deck, if they're Pokemon EX. So if your opponent brings out any Pokemon that are below 90 or that are below 100 HP or at 100 HP and they're a Pokemon EX, they technically automatically faint. If they bust any out that are above it, their 100 health automatically lowered. So if you could play this Rayquaza straight from the beginning, get 2 fires and 2 electrics on it, if you could get it to last long enough, it's only 90 HP, but back then that's pretty decent health. If you get this Rayquaza to last long enough, you could do 100 damage to every last Pokemon in your opponent's deck. Because it doesn't say only active, it doesn't say just the benched. It says this attack does 100 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon EX. Don't apply weakness and resistance for bench Pokemon. And it doesn't say don't apply weakness and resistance for deck Pokemon. I know that's reading into it, but it's specific anyways to where it's talking about Pokemon EX. A lot of cards, when they're made, the conditions are set. Granted, this may be bending the rules, but let me know what you think. That seems like a pretty OP attack to me. It by condition and by how it is, it's going to do 100 damage as long as it's a Pokemon EX card, regardless if it's active, on the bench, or in the deck, or in the hand. So that's pretty crazy. Let me know what you think. Definitely seems like, I know, it's looking into it a little much, but they didn't say opponent's Pokemon. They specifically said opponent's Pokemon EX. So I guess it's all depending on how you look at it. And it doesn't say active Pokemon only. It doesn't say only bench Pokemon. It says to each of your opponent's Pokemon EX. So that's any of them that are that. That's all of them that are that. So yeah, pretty cool. I would try and get away with it. Definitely a card worth playing. It's a glass cannon though, especially in today's cards. A Pikachu does 90 damage pretty much. I know it's a joke, but it gets pretty close. It gets pretty wild. But yeah,